it's running a little rich right now. I don't know why it does that, but the choke takes a little while or something like that. Well, it's got a little airflow. But yeah, it sounds like a ricer, but it's not. You wouldn't expect to hear that from a 83 Ford F-150, but it kind of sounds like a Honda with an extra 2 cylinders. But yeah, one of the pipes knocked the camera down from like 7 feet away, so. A little bit of flow. Let me pop the hood. 5.5 PSI. Still got the Durspark 2 distributor. Still got the long ass intake runners. There's where I cut the holes to put my carburetor. There's the hole in the hood. My 1000 amp battery, my homemade mounted heater motor, brand new brakes. As those went out, freaking fluid was going into the freaking master cylinder, or from the master cylinder into the brake booster. God. Got my horns. Power steering is still holding up. My freaking wheel bearings are about to like make the wheel fall off, but I don't feel like doing that yet. And yeah, it's like basically it sounds stock, but it's not. It has a little bit of a rumble. It shakes the whole thing. And the exhaust blowing is still cold. Like, I swear, it's like freezing cold. It's like I could hook it up to that workshop and it could probably make it cold in there. It's weird. Pipes are getting a little warm. This one was flanged on the wrong side, so I had to cut the flange off this end. They did re-flange it, and then I welded it up here. And I don't know if you guys know, but I've got those custom bent going down to got my mount here, which basically these are useless, you'd think, since I'm attaching it to here, but they're not, because it flexes on that as a pivot. It flexes from there on this joint, that's its pivot, and then these things move. I hear like a tiny exhaust leak, and that's from these stupid suckers. Because this pipe that they sell, this stainless steel coated pipe, wow, that's a little hot. But yeah, that stuff is like not the right size for the hardware store or auto parts store adapters and stuff. See, that's welded, those don't leak, but just up there, and you can't really hear it when you're going. Painted my drive shaft and got a little out of control with painting the rusted frame. This is the bad wheel bearing, it shakes the whole dash, but it's getting there. I want to put some traction bars on it because the thing just hops so much when you try to do burnout. And the alignment's off because somehow this moved. That's supposed to be centered in that hole. But it idles so good now for some reason. All my gauges work. Freaking air filter got wet and sucked down 1/4 of a tank in 5 miles. That's how dumb that freaking air filter is sticking out of the hood. This thing leaks when you put it on because it's got like holes in it. But I fixed the seal on this, it was getting pushed out. And this needs a tube because I feel like a lot of vapors are getting out of there. Just hang it down low. Parking brake even works. a little foot pad fell off of it. And my floor, got my floor here all screwed in. High beams work, everything, except for one thing. My, I think it's the switch for my windshield wipers. The windshield wipers work and they go back on their own. See, look, while it's up in the air, it goes back on its own, but I don't know how that works. But yeah, the little pump that squirts on the shield is kind of broken. I don't know how that broke. Probably the rats getting in there. And then the only thing that I don't really like about driving this, besides the weird sound change after putting those pipes on it, is this bungee cord here. It's kind of necessary, but it's a little bit too strong for my foot. And when you're holding on to the gas that long, it's kind of sucking for your foot to hold on the gas. But yeah, got my $3 fuel filter, high flow. Who knows how much it actually works, but it gets bad so fast I don't want to buy one of those expensive ones. And yeah, it makes more power with those pipes on, I swear. Like, you wouldn't think, but it actually takes off a lot faster, so. And it sounds mean.